Good morning. This is the Three Sisters podcast. I am your host for this Tuesday morning. My name is Knit a Little. For those of you who have just found us, I hope we keep you coming back. And for those of you who are returning viewers, we do appreciate your spending time with us because we enjoy your company. Okay, this is take number 2. First one, Cedric decided he needed attention. And when Cedric decides he needs attention, he needs attention. And he's a force to be reckoned with. Second one, I lost power, and I do not know why. Haven't a clue. So, take number 2. No, this is 3. Sorry. Ugh. It is a Tuesday morning. It is not a Monday morning. I do apologize. I thought about you guys a lot yesterday. I did not get a chance to podcast. I wasn't home. I was running like a squirrel on a treadmill. I just run. So, oh, my yarn just got caught somewhere. Nice. So, it is May 15th, my time. Whenever you know, the date is whenever you're watching, but, reason I didn't podcast Monday. Sorry, that was my yarn. Friday, I fly out to Buffalo, and I have a place to stay. Yes! I have been stressing about that. I did not want to stay in a hotel, and there was really no room with Catherine at the dorms, and so I've been hesitating. I don't like to take advantage of people. And a friend of mine called up, and I said, "You wouldn't happen to have some room in your house because I'm flying in Friday." And she said, Carol and I have been friends for years. And she's one of these people that said, "Oh, I got plenty of room. Come on in. I'll pick you up for the airport. Not a problem." So I fully expect Carolyn and her 4 children and her husband to be at the airport to meet me Friday. Yeah. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be a good time. A good time will have been had by all. Right now, I'm just counting one more. One more. Yeah, one. This is the pie shawl, so this is the boring part. The next section will be light, so I'll be enthusiastic about it. Yesterday, my to-do list was crazy. For those of you who have celebrated Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, belated. I had Sunday off, so everything that I do Sunday, I had to do Monday. So I had Sunday and Monday's chores to do. Yeah, squirrel on a treadmill. I was just going, just running my bum off. But got it all done, and I actually got 5 minutes to knit last night. So all was good. It just meant I didn't get to talk to you guys. Sorry. Okay. I'm getting ready to fly out Friday. I have in my mind the knitting projects. I'm going to be taking my pie shawl and another project that I just started, and probably hexapuffs, either the hexapuffs or a sock yarn blanket. I think the sock yarn blanket's going to be too big. It's been a while since I've looked at it. It might be too big. And I might have to emergency buy sock yarn when I get to Buffalo. You never know. You never know. So, oh my goodness. I have nothing that I can show you that I have finished. I finished a couple things, but I can't show you. So, what did I say? I don't know. Maybe to taunt you. I don't have a clue. I don't know. But I have plenty of items. And all this stuff I can show you. Yeah, flying out. I'm stressing. Can you tell? I am stressing. And it's not about going to Buffalo to see my girls. It's not about that. It's about the flying part. I used to love flying. I hate it now. The fear that they're going to take my knitting away. It's a huge fear for me because I have always knitted when I have flown. Always, 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 always. I think John and I have been married 23 years. I have been flying for 25 years. And only in the last 5 years have I really started to hate it. And it's not so much the flying, the bumpy part I'm not crazy about. I do not like air turbulence. I do not like being turned into a milkshake. I do not like throwing up because guaranteed if it's too bumpy, the airtight bag comes out and my lunch is gone. I hate air turbulence. And I've never experienced as much air turbulence as I have in the last 5 years. 5 to 7 years. I mean, we've flown overseas and I've never had a problem. And we've had some turbulence going overseas. Flying from Buffalo to El Paso or El Paso to Detroit or any of those, the turbulence is crazy. Always, always. Flying into El Paso is probably the worst flying experiences I have ever had. I remember when I took Catherine to Buffalo to look at the colleges. And she says, "Oh, I never sleep." I'm going, "Great, I've got company." She falls asleep, and I'm awake in turbulence, and it was horrible. I was on a window seat, and I never want a window seat again. I will beg to get out of a window seat because I don't want to see anything out there. But I was stuck in the window seat, and I just look out when we're landing. And we were literally like this until right before the pavement when we went like that. I literally saw shingles on a roof flying into El Paso. So, yeah, that's tainted me. So, the thought of TSA taking away my knitting needles, which I don't think they will, but it's a fear. It is a fear. It's an irrational fear, yes. But how many of you knitters out there going, okay, if they take my knitting, do I have enough pencils in my bag so I can knit? Yeah, I do that. So I'm taking like 4 projects just in case they take one. Which if they're going to take one, they're probably going to take all of them. I just hope they have pity on me and they don't take any of them. I'm going to be in the air 8 to 10 hours. Well, no, I'll be in transit, not in the air. I'll be in transit for 8 to 10 hours. You don't want to see me without knitting for 8 to 10 hours. Ask Catherine Lindsay. It ain't a pretty picture. It is so scary, even to me. I'm going through it. So that's very stressful for me right now. It's beyond stress. Catherine and Lindsay have flown with their knitting. Nothing has ever happened. So why do I think something's going to happen to me? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't. So send plenty of good thoughts. I board El Paso time noon and start flying, and I'll get into Buffalo hopefully about 6. Maybe. I've never flown into Buffalo and been on time. Ever. My flights have been either delayed. You know the tickers where they say on time? I want one time for them to say, "Oh, we'll get around to it." Because that's what it seems like. Oh, when I get around to it, we might land. I have never been on time flying in. Ever, ever. I don't think I ever will be. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, you stopped by for knitting, didn't you? Oh, sorry. I'm knitting right now. Does that help? Does that help? I'm knitting right now. Okay, first and foremost, my knit along. Come on, you gotta help me out here. Is the preemie caps. You know how much I love preemies and how much good preemie caps and preemie blankets do. So, I'm putting my knitting down for a second. I have been knitting preemie caps. I just haven't been weaving in the tags. Okay. Remember these? I love these. I love the self-patterning yarn because they make the hats interesting. I love these. I will be taking preemie caps to knit on the airplane. But each hat you knit and you post a picture in the thread that I have posted on Ravelry in our group, Three Stitches Podcast Ravelry group. If you haven't seen us, find us. One of these gives you a chance to win a $5 pattern. I don't know about you, but some of the patterns that are coming up for $5 are well worth $5. So you have a chance of winning one. And I have a chance of winning a pattern too. I need another pattern. And I need that Catherine or Lindsay buy me a pattern. I just bought Lindsay a pattern because last month she won. I think 2 people posted in her thread. And so I think it was she won a pattern. And I hope Catherine's gotten it to you. If she hasn't, let me know. I'm going to see her Friday. I'll make sure she does. But I'd like another pattern. So just for one of these. And if you are at a loss for a pattern, just message me. I wrote down this pattern, which I really, really love. It took me an hour to knit. 1 hour. 1 hour could earn you a pattern. Think about it. Now, I was organizing my desk. Why am I organizing my desk before I'm going to fly out? I haven't a clue. I really don't. Sometimes I don't know why I do the things that I do. But it was very therapeutic. I went through about 5 years of Justin papers and Rachel papers and Ian papers and Catherine Lindsay papers. Because I save everything. So they're all now sorted and they're all taken care of. I found something that just took me aback and I had to share with you. I don't know how long ago I've done this. But Beanies for Preemies. This is the mascot. When I first started making preemie caps, I was at a loss at the size to make. I thought, what size do I make? And I found on one of the hospital websites, if you are knitting preemie caps, here is a rough estimate of the sizing. So, the smallest size should fit a light bulb. Baby head. This is the smallest you should make. A cap to fit a light bulb. So I did. I don't know if you can hear it. Cedric is sleeping. And he's barking in his sleep. But I've always kept it. I love it. It makes me smile because a baby that is born with a head this size has a wonderful chance of living, thriving, and growing. The largest size should fit a grapefruit for a preemie, not for a newborn, for a preemie. That's not much bigger than this, people. So this is basically the size that I like to make. Now, I started making a little bit bigger, as you can see. It's a little bit bigger. Because they just roll up. And just roll up. And I like the roll up because as they grow, you get to roll it down. These are the things that make me smile. So if you want to smile, guaranteed will make you smile. So that is my knit along. I'm getting it out of the way quickly so I don't forget. With my stressed mind, yeah, I'll forget. I know myself. I know. So that's, I just wanted to share that with you. When I pulled it out, I said, I gotta show everybody on the podcast. It really makes me smile. I have something else for enabling, so I'm not going to get to that. Okay, what's on my needles? What's not on my needles? I've had startitis, or in the middle-itis. I'm knitting and I'm not getting anywhere. Remember the pie shell that I had found and I just picked up? Well, this is going on the airplane with me. How can it not be the beginning of in the middle of a row? So I'm just going to show you the monstrosity right now. I'm going to put lace on the last section. I'm going to put a lace on the last section where it's 576 stitches for 96 rows. I'm going to increase it probably to 600 stitches, so the lace will really billow. I'm hoping, cross your fingers. If not, there'll be some ripping and crying once I get done, but I think it will work out. What else is on my list? The Evening Star. The Even Star. I just got to the lace part, and I'm just loving this lace. If you haven't looked up and found the Even Star, please do. I am loving it. Look at that lace, isn't that pretty? I downloaded the pattern, and I'll tell you who it's by. Just give me 30 seconds. I love that sound. The Even Star is by, yeah. Oh, sure. I'll tell you who it's by. By Susan Pandorf. I have to tell you, it's going to be a complicated pattern, but I am seriously enjoying this pattern. Once I get it done, if I like it as much as I like it now, I'll probably do another one. Because if you're going to buy a pattern, you might as well get at least 2 shells out of it. I'm doing it in the Shadow Vineyard Heather. Is that Vineyard Heather? I think it's Vineyard Heather. I know, thank you. My Kindle's beeping at me. But I am absolutely positively loving it right now. And I have a feeling I'm going to continue to love it. I'm thinking a dark Even Star, and I'm thinking a very light. I have a silvery silk yarn that might be an Even Star, but I don't think I'll do them back to back. Okay, so those are on my needles. Oh, I really wanted to show you. Remember the birthday yarn? Yeah. Well, I couldn't wait. I started it, and I am taking this with me to see Catherine and Lindsay to pick them up, to bring them back to El Paso. But this is the Black Cherry lace from Heather's Highland Handmade Knits. I have to tell you, I have worked with a lot of yarn. Knitted for 35 years. I worked with, a lot of yarn. I will order again from Heather Highland Handmaids. Oh, without a doubt. I see a lot of her yarn in my future. And seeing that she's going full time, probably during the summer after SSK, she'll probably go full time. I am talking to my local yarn shop, probably July, and I am taking this shawl in, and I'm going to see if I can get Heather's yarn in my local yarn shop, because I think it's gorgeous. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a joy and a dream to work with. It's just a triangle shawl. I mean, it's just a triangle shawl. And the pattern is coming out of my brain. So, more to come. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you again, Kathy Lindsay, for my birthday yarn. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this will be going with me. It's on my Hiya needles, size 3, which is 2.5, I believe. In my Sarah bag. My Sarah bag is going with me. My Even Star is on a size 4, which don't ask me the metric conversion. Okay, and I am still hexapuffing. These are size 3 needles. I have a lot of size 3s. But I'm still hexapuffing. I'm still hexapuffing. Okay, what is going to be on my needles? Well, one of Rachel's teachers had a baby. And she didn't say girl or boy or anything like that. She didn't say boo. Everyone knew she was pregnant, but she was not telling us the sex of the baby. So I couldn't knit. I was a little bit upset. So now we know she has a little girl. And as you know, I do not knit real wool. I do not knit wool for a baby because I like moms way too much. And a first-time mom has enough stress that they don't need to fuss with wool. So this is the flower print again. Sweet Delight print. What color? What color? They put the price tag over the colorway. Things that make me want to go grrr. And I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I want to say it's summertime. Oh, no. I would have been wrong. It's Dreamtime colorway. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. So isn't that pretty? It's a little bit darker than you're seeing right now. The purples are a little more brilliant. And the blues, well, the blues are pretty much there. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a baby sweater. I really don't know the pattern yet. I'm not taking it with me. I don't know why. I've got enough on my plate. I'm thinking if I have shawls that are already in my brain, it'll work. So that is going to be on my needles probably this week, so I can save my shawl knitting for the airplane. Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know. Whatever jumps in my knitting bag, I'll take with me. How's that? My enabling. I have a Kindle cover. Real leather. I am enjoying it. And the reason I like it a lot is because you can hold it up. And there's no more propping it up against yarn or books or knitting baskets or anything like that. There it is. I think I am really hooked on my Kindle. It's going with me on the airplane. I haven't heard of anyone taking a Kindle off of an airline, a passenger. So there we go. But I really like it. The other, I complained about my cover to a friend. The other one, because it was a sleeve, and it really wouldn't protect the screen. This will. I mean, I wanted something to really protect the screen. And I wanted to hold it. Every time I slid it out, I'm thinking like, ooh, there's something in it, so I scratch the glass plate. This one is done by Belkin. Well worth the money. I just don't know what this strap does. I have a feeling it's for tucking papers in or for flipping it over and holding it secure, like when it's in my purse. So that's probably what I will do when I am flying, is flip the strap over. But right now, I don't need to. Very well made. I'm impressed with it. So that's my enabling. That's my bling bling. No, it's not yarn. It's not a pattern. But I like it a lot. Okay. That is it for me, because my day is going to get crazy here on out. I'm going to try to get this uploaded to Blip. I need to run up to Hornado to help a teacher with a pattern, a knitting pattern. Then I have to run over to Guerrero and help parents knit. Then I have to do some odds and ends. There's a to-do list. I forgot my to-do list. Forgot exactly what I have to do. And then I have to run home. I have to eat lunch. I have to go back up to Tornado to help teach 6th graders to finish their Bengal bags. And then I have to help Ian make brownies. Oh, I've got to help the boy make brownies. He's a very good cook. He really is. But my son doesn't like to follow directions. I have made brownies for how many years? Ooh, a lot. I started making brownies at his age, at 13. So I've had all the trials, the errors, the tribulations. So I think I know what I'm doing with brownies. If I didn't do brownies well, why does he snark down 6 when I make them? So I think I know what I'm doing. But I know for a fact when it comes down to it, when I'll say, you know, you might want to mix that, or I think you've mixed that enough, he's going to go, oh, I know what I'm doing. 3 batches we've got to do. We need 6 dozen brownies. Now, I could have done the brownies by scratch. I prefer making brownies by scratch. Brownies by box are okay, but I like brownies from scratch better. Or chocolate cobbler. But I love my son, and I want all my hair in my head. So I think a box is the best thing for Ian right now, because the directions are right on the box. So if he doesn't believe me, he can look in the box. That's my theory. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So if you see me next time and I'm like, never again with a boy cook in my kitchen, oh, I am holding out a small bit of hope, because Ian can make real stir fry. Oh, he does a very nice job. And the first time he made stir fry, he didn't take a lot of direction from me, because he didn't need a lot of direction from me, and he didn't burn the house down. So I was really happy. So I'm kind of hoping that with the box and all the instructions on there, and they're really good instructions, that it'll be okay. I'm hoping. Hope springs eternal, right? Okay, I will be crossing my fingers. I will be crossing my toes. Yeah. I'll be hoping a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, I think I have to wrap it up. It is time for me to go. And I believe you'll be seeing Catherine and Lindsay both Wednesday and Friday. And hopefully I'll be able to podcast again next Monday. I might be the jet lag one going, where am I? Okay. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next Monday. Take care now.